All right, we're talking with Seth Meyers about his new show coming up on NBC February 24th, right?
That's right.
Tell us about it.
Well, it's going to be Late Night with Seth Meyers. We're going to be on after The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. And other than that, I don't know what to tell you. It's coming up way too soon, I'll tell you that much.
a lot going on. This is really, you're following, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is David Letterman and on down the line. So how does this feel for you? This is a big deal.
It's great. I mean, for me, when I got the Weekend Update desk, there's so much history to that. There's so many people you're following, and I never thought I would end up at a job where even fewer people have done it. But as I enter this challenge, I find myself constantly looking at what Dave did, what Conan did, what Jimmy did. There's so many great lessons there as to how to do this job well.
When you look at the great history of Saturday Night Live and all the alumni that have that come out of that, people have gone various routes. Some have made some movies, and sometimes they have a flash of success, and you really don't hear much from them again. What do you think about this opportunity for you compared to other opportunities that might have been out there?
Well, there are so many different ways to succeed even within SNL, and you can tell sometimes it makes sense that someone like Kristen Wiig, who does so many things, would go on and do movies, and it makes sense that someone who writes and performs like Tina would create a show for herself. And I think for me, the path of sitting behind the update desk and doing a lot of writing as well, this seemed like a good fit. And I think for people leaving SNL, oftentimes you just need to be lucky enough that there's an opening somewhere that fits your skill set. So for me, the timing worked out great.
They're making it looks like they're actually building a new studio for you.
They're building a new studio, yeah.
Is there a lot of pressure on you personally that this is your name is on it, you're the star, and a lot of expectation?
Yes, although my parents were in town and I brought my parents in to show them the studio, and I had this incredible feeling of you're so proud. You're showing the parents they're building a studio just for you, and then one of the crew guys yelled, "You're not supposed to be in." So
you just quietly got out.
Nothing's going to my head. I guess that's it.
Well, you talked about some of the preparations going on. You have a little over a month to go until your debut. What needs to happen between now and then? We
are fully staffed. We've got a great group of people, great writers. At this point, you try to come up with 100 ideas of things you can try in your show, but the reality is, I bet of the 100 things we come up with, maybe only 4 or 5 will work. Lorne, one of the great pieces of advice he's given me is, he goes, you think it's about from today until the first show, but really it's about the first show to the second show, because that's what it's going to be the rest of the time you do it, is the 24-hour turnaround. And, I think I'm pretty good at lesson I learned at SNL is always keep your ear to the ground, try to see what's working, what's not working, adjust accordingly. So that's what we'll try to do here.
Can you talk to us about the type of guests we can expect to see? Have you already set up who's going to be your first guest?
I have Amy Poehler locked in as my first guest. Very excited about that. And then, we'll have conventional Hollywood show business guests, but we also want to have people from the world of sports, politics, authors, people that can help explain things that are going on in the world. We want to have sort of interesting people you might not see on other shows.
Such as, can you give me any ideas that you have?
Well, for us politicians, it'd be great to have, Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden. Those would be really fun people to have on the show. When someone like Robert Gates writes a book, it would be great to have him on and talk about it. Certainly having done the ESPYs a couple of times, I'm constantly blown away by how funny athletes are. I would love to not just have, the quarterback for the Super Bowl winning team, but some of the people that, I've sort of crossed paths with that I find to be great anecdotalists that can talk about their worlds. We have a quarterback from Chico, California. Do you know who that is? I don't. A man by the name of Aaron Rodgers. Oh, well, my goodness. You know the rest of the story. I've been told I look a little bit like Aaron Rodgers. Really? I'm just going to get the people at Chico a look here. We Photoshop a helmet on this. There you go. I'm seeing it. There's a little bit. There's a little bit, yeah. Anything else that you think is important to bring out about your new show? Just that, no. No, I think it's going to be a really fun time. I hope people tune in. Best of luck to you. I'll be watching for sure. Really appreciate it. Thanks for your time. Thanks. All right, thanks, Seth.